All right, guys, it is week 6. We are back here on Cash Cow to check out mailboxes to see kind of where we are at. Week 6, we are sitting at 116,000 gold currently. Um, it's a good week for our mailbox. I'm going to open it up here in a second, let you guys take a look. We're going to talk about it a little bit, but it's a good week for us. So let's get started. All right. In the mailbox this week, 95,975 gold. So almost 96,000 gold. We had a couple big sales this week. We did not hit the 100,000 gold mark. We wanted to try to hit the 100,000 gold mark. We did not. But we did have a few good sales. The Resplendent Guardian is a shield. That was a big sale for 39K. It was a little less than market value. Sold it as a bid out, but we'll take 39K. That's a good item. We have another one on the auction house currently as well. That comes from our Scarlet Monastery farm. We picked up 2 of those, and luckily enough, we got one to sell for 39K. So that's a big hit this week. Couple little sales. Then we hit some Skyless grips. Those are you're going to pick those up in the new zone in Dragonflight. Able to sell those for 10K. Tyrant's leg plates, sold those for 10K. Not sure where I picked those up. I'm sure it's going to be on one of my farms as either Zul'Farrak or the Scarlet Monastery or the open world farms for raw mats. Not sure. But then the next big one we had was the Neltharic torch. That does come from Dragonflight. That Zerlak Caverns, I think, is where that dropped. That sold for 33K. So, just those 4 items really made up the bulk of what we sold. We got, as you can see, we got a couple smaller sales in that week. But the one I want to point out is that Resplendent Guardian for 40K almost. That is an item that you can get running Scarlet Monastery. Very quick dungeon run. We picked that up. So I think it was a successful week. Now it did take about 4 or 5 weeks for that to sell. It's been on the auction house every day for 4 or 5 weeks. It takes a while for it to sell, which is the case for transmog a lot of times. But all in all, almost 96K this week. We're going to say that's a good week. We're going to pick up all that gold. And that put us over 200K on this character. We're sitting at currently at 212K. Got about 1 million gold worth of stuff on the auction house right now as it sits. Haven't really played a lot this week. Haven't done a lot of farming. I know I've said that for the last couple of weeks, but it's been true. Haven't really put in a whole lot of effort. Have had a lot of personal stuff going on. A lot of things that's kept me out of the game. Hopefully this week coming up, I'll be able to run some stuff and stockpile and get some more auctions going, because I really want to break that 100K mark in a week. Right now we are almost a quarter of the way through the 1,000,000 gold challenge with this guy on the auction house. We're gonna try to get there a little faster. Gonna try to farm a couple of key items that I think will sell really well. But for right now, we're making progress. We're making good progress. 212 gold in a few weeks of auction house. That's pretty good, because you got to think of all the time that I could have been spending doing current content. I could have made that as much gold as well, probably. So while this guy's sitting there running auctions, the other guys are out doing farms, out doing current content. So that gold's piling up. Had I been playing hardcore for the last 6 weeks instead of just doing a few auctions here and there, I could have probably already made the 1,000,000 gold and got to the challenge, got it completed. But you know, I haven't. Life happens. You know, you guys are out there and you may not have time to play 5, 6, 7 hours a night. You may only have time to log in and play for an hour. You may have time to log in, post your auctions, play for an hour, you know, and then you got to get ready for work the next day or whatever. I understand that not everybody can be hardcore and play 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day or more, and that's kind of the point of this whole thing. Is I wanted to show you guys that you don't have to. You don't have to be the guy that plays all day long every day grinding out to make gold. You can simply run a few farms, post a few things on the auction house. May not be the fastest gold, but it's steady gold, and that's what we're after, is steady income. We want steady income across our tunes, and if we can make that happen, then everything works out. Anyway, this is Chris signing off, Warcraft 24/7. Appreciate you guys. Give us a subscribe if you like the video. Hit that subscribe button. It never hurts. The more subscribers we got, the more reach we have, the more we put out more videos trying to show you guys more. I'm going to be farming a couple new farms this week, trying them out. If everything works out right, we'll post some videos about those farms and see kind of what we can make, you know, in an hour doing those farms. It's realistic. I'm not one of these guys that's going to post and say, you know, 100K an hour doing this farm, or, you know, a million gold an hour doing this farm, because that's unrealistic. That's just clickbait. A lot of guys put that out there. A lot of guys put out clickbait, a lot of videos, and that's not what we're about. We're about showing you guys the real side of WoW and what really happens. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. And until next week, signing off.